Hey, it's me, Q from Blurtwood, and I'm here to tell you about my time at Tidewater Comicon. Hey everyone, we're back with the Artist Alley vlogs, and this time we're going to Tidewater. And we don't live that far from where the Tidewater location is, so we didn't have to get up at like 2 a.m. But we got there on Friday, the day before the con started, so we can like set up our booth early and everything. And here's just some stuff from the Friday when we're just loading in. So one of the unique things about Tidewater Con or Incredible Cons themselves, they don't really tell you where your location is going to be at the con until you get to the con. And that could be a problem sometimes, but it's okay. Like, they're not going to put you in a super bad area most of the time, but just something that you should know. So after waiting for a couple minutes, I was finally shown where my booth was, and as you can see, I started working immediately, and we have a little bit of a new design. I do like this design. We had an end cap table, so I got to put another table down, and it was a lot more easier to have like two areas where I can take orders and to display my artwork, and this is how it turned out. As you can see, the new layout is a little bit different. I made my stuff a little more propped up so people can see, so the customer can be a little more interested in what we are selling. I thought it was a pretty good idea. And after 4 hours of working on that booth constantly, it was time to go. Guys, I'm tired, so let's get ready for day one. So on day one, we were actually there fairly early, so we can go and put all of our products onto the booth because we didn't do that on the day before. But as you can see, everyone is ready. All the vendors have their stuff out, ready for the con, ready for day one. And if you actually look outside the con, it's a fairly decent amount of people there. It's a fairly good crowd. I'm honestly surprised that this many people were up this early. So I'm happy. So the con started around 10 to 10:30, and as you can see, people are walking in and starting to go look around and everything. My brother, actually, right here, is my helper today, so that was good. That was fun. And everything kind of went smoothly. Like, everyone did their first lap around to look at all the different vendors, all the different things at Tidewater, and usually that's okay for us. But after a while, it did start getting busy. As you can see, people around the booth, my brother helping with orders and everything else like that. So that was good. And I also got to see other friends and look around as well. There were some like high and low points, so I was able to do stuff, but here's more for me. So for day one, meh. I will say this con was okay. That's pretty much it. It was okay. Like, I reached my goal, but that's about it. So, yeah. As you can see, it is time to wrap everything up. Everyone is escorted out of the vendor hall, and yeah, we wrapped the booth up and we were out the door. We were ready to go. We were tired. My brother was tired, but we got this. Day one was kind of meh, but it's time for day two. Alright, it is day two. Let's see if we can do better than we did last time. Yesterday was okay, but I just need them to buy more today. So we'll see. As you can see, I got up early. We got there early. Not a lot of people are even set up yet. And that's a good thing because you could just make sure that you have everything that you want for your booth set up extremely early. As you can see, I'm just tearing down all the blankets so I can get ready and everything else like that. And without further ado, here is my lovely booth. As you can see, we have one side that's for our tiki plaques and our big plaques and our cups as well. As you can see, it looks great and fantastic. And then on the other side was primarily our bento boxes with a few little plaques here or there spread out, but it was mainly to show off our amazing bento boxes. Like, look at this, look at the designs. Peak. I'm not gonna lie, the day started off very slow, but it's okay because it's a Sunday, so a lot of people are either sleeping in or they're at church and won't arrive until around 12 where it really picks up. So if you're ever in that situation, remember that. That's a good tip. But after 12 is when a lot of people started to arrive and started to show up, and it was probably like a 20% increase in customer activity after 12, so that's good. As I said, this con was kind of slow, but it had its moments. A lot of the customers came in waves, and I actually enjoyed that a lot of customers did come in waves, because when they did show, I got a few really good sales in, so I was happy about that. But as the day goes on, it started getting really slow in the vendors hall, and yeah, it wasn't good. But here's me to tell you more. It is 4:23 and the con has slowed down very, very much so. As you can see, there are barely anyone walking around in the con. So it's almost time to leave though. Con ends at 5. So we'll see what happens after I clean up the booth in a few minutes. And with no surprise, it was still slow to the very end. And as you can see, we're packing. It hit the time for us to leave, and best believe we packed up as fast as we could, and we got out of there. But the con was but I'll definitely tell you more in the con review.
It's time for the con review.
Hey guys, long time no see, and it is time for the con review.
Yay! These reviews are based off of my own experiences at the con. Someone else might have other opinions and experiences at the con, but this one is mine. Thank you.
Okay guys, we're going to start off with attendance, which is an 11 out of 10, because the con, it wasn't as packed as it usually is. Like, I remember going to Tidewater Con, and it was a lot more people there. This year it just seemed kind of mellow, so that's why I give it kind of a 11 out of 10, but hopefully it improves in that area. All right, next we have staff, and they're going to be an 18 out of 20, so there's nothing really wrong with what the staff did. The only thing I could see that they did like that's weird is not knowing where your booth's going to be before you get there. They kind of tell you where your booth is when you get there, so yeah, that's the only thing that's like weird about Incredible Cons. But besides that, yeah, 18 out of 20, easy. And if you've watched my vlogs before, artists and vendors, 20 out of 20. Like, artists are amazing. I love my artists, I love my fellow vendors. Y'all are awesome. For customers, I'm going to give 11 out of 20 because not a lot of people were buying. A lot of people seemed like they had that $20 budget, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it kind of sucks if you are a artist or vendor and you're looking for, you know, sales when people do have only like $20 that they're willing to spend and just really want to look around rather than buy. Then finally, sales, I'm just gonna go 11 out of 20 because it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was kind of a medium, maybe a little less than medium, but yeah, that's where I feel like it would really stand. I made my expenses back, which is good, but profit wise, a little bit of profit, but I'm just happy I made my expenses back. That's the best part. And that gives us a grand total of 71. which is a C- con, which is nothing bad with that. But I feel like this con really was slow at a lot of points. As I said, there was customers in waves, but overall it was kind of slow for me personally. But I think that this con can definitely improve. I think just this year in general has kind of made a lot of people just not spend as much in general. So I think that's the only thing that's really wrong, and it's affecting all the cons. But it wasn't a loss. This wasn't like a defeat or a really bad con. It was all right. Thank you guys for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. If you like what you saw, definitely go subscribe, like the video, comment, all that. But I really do appreciate you and all the customers that showed up at the con. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. And the next con that we will be at will be Superstar Anime in Virginia Beach. See y'all then.